This is the battle for 9th and 10th. Oh, and Campos hits the back of Thomas Biaggi's car.
These are four of the most bizarre racing accidents that pushed big changes in motorsport. Gonzalo Rodriguez was one of the most promising young drivers of his generation. A karting champion in Uruguay by age 13, he dominated Formula Renault at home before moving to Europe, where he impressed in Formula Ford, Formula 3, where he was named 1991 Rookie of the Year, and International Formula 3000. By 1999, he had emerged as a title contender in F3000, winning 3 races, including Monaco, and was third in the championship for Team Astromega. That form earned him a kart opportunity with Team Penske, where he debuted at Detroit and was widely viewed as a future star with exceptional raw speed. On September 11, 1999, Rodriguez was in Saturday morning practice for the 1999 kart race at Laguna Seca in his Lola Mercedes-Benz. Approaching the corkscrew on a fast lap, his Penske Lola ran straight through the gravel runoff at turn 8 without significant deceleration and struck the tire barrier and concrete wall beyond it at extreme speed, estimated to be between 140 miles per hour and 160 miles per hour. The impact launched the car high into the air, flipping it beyond the track and down the hillside.
Running in a tough corkscrew section of the Laguna Road course when his number 3 Marlboro Lola left the road, apparently with a stuck throttle, flipped over the wall, landed upside down. Dr. Steve Olvey attended him.
It is with deep regret.
The crash was a rare, massive frontal impact at a corner normally taken at low speed, leaving little opportunity for the circuit's limited runoff to dissipate energy. Kart medical director Dr. Steve Olvey confirmed Rodriguez suffered catastrophic head and neck injuries and died within minutes of the impact. He was 28 years old. Telemetry ruled out mechanical failure, including a stuck throttle, and investigators found no evidence of driver error, concluding the accident resulted from excessive entry speed and circuit geometry rather than a fault. Penske withdrew its cars, and track activity was halted. While Laguna Seca's layout was not immediately changed, the crash intensified kart's safety push, contributing to faster adoption of head and neck restraints and improved cockpit protection. A turning point was marked by Rodriguez's death and Greg Moore's a few weeks later. Jeff Krosnoff was an American racing driver who built an international career in open-wheel and sports car racing before reaching kart in 1996. Raised in California, he progressed from karting to Formula Ford, earned multiple wins in Formula Mazda and SCCA competition, and gained recognition as a Rookie of the Year contender in U.S. Series. He spent much of his career in Japan's Formula 3000 and endurance racing, highlighted by a second-place finish at the 1994 24 Hours of Le Mans, driving a Toyota. In 1996, he joined Arciero Wells Racing for his rookie season in the kart IndyCar series. On July 14, 1996, Krosnoff was on lap 92 of the 1996 Molson Indy Toronto in Canada with his Reynard Toyota. Entering the fast turn 3 on Lakeshore Boulevard, his left front wheel interlocked with Stefan Johansson's right rear, launching Krosnoff's car airborne. The car cleared the low concrete wall, flipped high above the track, and struck the catch fencing before hitting a tree and a light pole behind it.
Well, with this rather serious accident over in turn 3, they have just displayed on the front stretch the red and checkered flag. Here is the replay. Eddie Lawson into Krosnoff.
No, that is actually Stefan Johansson there.
Johansson.
And he was moving out to pass another car, which looked like it was Gilles de Ferran. I don't think he saw Krosnoff. He couldn't have seen him.
The monocoque separated from the chassis. Corner worker Gary Avron, standing in an unprotected marshal area, was struck and killed instantly. Krosnoff was extracted alive, but suffered catastrophic head and chest injuries and died shortly after. The race was then red flagged with no restart. The crash exposed fatal design failures. Barriers at turn 3 were waist high, and workers stood between the track and the fence, leaving no protection against airborne cars. A coroner's inquiry confirmed the cause, as wheel-to-wheel contact compounded by unsafe barrier placement and issued sweeping safety recommendations. In later years, Toronto rebuilt turn 3 with 8-foot fencing, relocated marshal positions, and overhauled emergency response access. CART later tightened circuit standards and mandated head and neck restraints too. Takashi Yokoyama was an underrated 25-year-old Japanese racing driver from Gunma Prefecture. He began his career in domestic karting and junior series, such as N1 Endurance and Formula Ford before moving to Europe. He showed promise by competing in the British Formula Vauxhall Lotus Series in 1994 and stepping up to British Formula 3 with the Toms team in 1995. There, he achieved notable early success abroad, finishing as runner-up in Class B of the 1995 British F3 Championship and securing a podium in the supporting race at the prestigious Macau Grand Prix that year. After a challenging 1996 season, he returned to Japan in 1997 to race in the All-Japan Formula 3 Championship with Dome Racing. Despite his talent, Yokoyama faced limitations in 1997. Equipped with an older spec Dallara F396 chassis as Dome's second driver, his results remained modest, with only one top 10 finish in the first 8 races and no championship points scored by October. On October 19th, during the race at Fuji Speedway, which was part of the season's later rounds, the event was disrupted early when leaders Tom Coronel and Shigekazu Wakisaka made contact under braking in turn 1. Wakisaka's car flipped over onto Coronel's, sending both into the runoff area, although both drivers escaped injury. Officials promptly deployed the safety car to neutralize the field amid debris and the overturned vehicle. As the race slowed significantly under yellow flags, Yokoyama, who had started 17th and was running at around 160 miles per hour on the main straight, failed to notice or react in time to the flags and slowing cars ahead. He collided with a vehicle in front, launching his Dallara airborne and directly into the overhead gantry supporting the main straight's electric signboard approximately 16 feet above the track.
おいこれすごいよおいちょっとこれおいちょっと倒れてるよ人がホームストレート人が倒れていますドライバーが倒れているマシンがぐちゃぐちゃピクリとも動かないドライバーは大丈夫なのかコロナに続いてこのホームストレートでとんでもないことが起きている
The massive impact completely destroyed the monocoque, shredding the cockpit and roll hoop while scattering debris around the track. Yokoyama suffered catastrophic injuries, including a brainstem contusion and massive trauma, and was killed instantly. Race officials immediately red-flagged the event, canceling it entirely without resuming competition. Marco Campos was one of Brazil's most promising young drivers of the 1990s. A dominant karter in South America, he won multiple continental titles before moving to Europe in 1994 and immediately claiming the Formula Opel Lotus Euro Series championship with 5 wins. Backed by Brazilian sponsors, he stepped up to International Formula 3000 in 1995 with Draco. The results were modest, but his skill still stood out. At just 19 years old, Campos was widely regarded as a long-term prospect rather than a finished product, a driver still learning at the high level of junior single-seaters. That promise was cut short on October 15, 1995, during the International F3000 season finale at Manicours, France, the last race of the series before its transition to a spec chassis format. On the final lap, Campos battled with Thomas Biaggi approaching the high-speed Adelaide hairpin. Attempting an inside pass, his Lola Cosworth made wheel-to-wheel contact with Biaggi's car, causing Campos's car to launch airborne and flip upside down. In mid-flight, his helmet struck the concrete retaining wall.
This is the battle for 9th and 10th. Oh, and Campos hits the back of Thomas Biaggi's car in a horrendous shunt, hits the wall on the inside of Adelaide.
Medical teams quickly extricated Campos from the car, provided on-site care, and airlifted him to Lariboisière Hospital in Paris. Neurosurgeons operated to reduce intracranial pressure, the pressure within the skull exerted by brain tissue, blood, and cerebrospinal fluid, but the injuries proved irreversible. He remained in a coma with no significant brain activity and sadly passed away the following afternoon, October 16, 1995. Campos remains the only driver to ever get killed in International Formula 3000.